The Bayonne City Council opted to move forward with a $27.9 million deal with an out-of-state securities firm at a special meeting last night, hoping to fill a void that was left in their proposed $135 million budget in April. After an over-hour-long closed session that had those in attendance getting restless, Bayonne financial advisor Michael Hanley explained that the administration is taking a current $45 million agreement with the Port Authority of New York and New Jersey that runs through 2033 and selling $27.9 million worth of those assets to Chicago-based securities firm William Blair & Company.
My firm reached out to many investors and ultimately found four that we thought were the best candidates to provide a proper cost of funds to the city and close on the city's time frame, which is important because of your need to get out tax bills and adopt the budget. We ultimately received two written proposals from the four best candidates, and the proposal attached to the resolution that you have today best met all the city's needs. It was both the lowest cost of funds and the lowest risk to the city. The terms outlined in the term sheet create a 3.7% interest rate, taxable interest rate to the city of Bayonne, which is a very favorable market rate for a transaction of this credit and liquidity type. The city will continue to receive the $5 million of Port Authority payments in years 1 through 8, and the payments from years 9 to 17 will be pledged to the purchaser of those payments in exchange for purchasing those payments based on today's interest rate environment. The city will receive approximately $27.9 million.
Although around 20 people waited out the closed session, only outspoken Mayor Jimmy Davis critic Peter Franco addressed the board on the matter.
Mr. Hanley, you have underwritten this endeavor, and you have all the information on the principles behind it?
We are in the process of negotiating with William Blair and their investors.
What competitive process did the city employ to ensure we're getting the best deal? Was it through Mr. Hanley?
Yes, it was.
Okay.
He kind of alluded to that, but he'll go over it again.
Yeah, as I said, we surveyed the market, tried to identify good potential investors, and ultimately chose the investor that was had the lowest cost of funds, that was most likely to close in a timely fashion.
Where did you advertise?
It was not advertised.
What is the present value of the revenue stream?
$27.9 million.
And what's the total owed from the Port Authority?
The payments that are being securitized equal $45 million.
Okay. So we're losing a pretty good chunk of change for this.
You're not losing it. You're receiving the discounted value of those dollars at 3.7%.
But we lose 9 to 17 points to the purchaser, correct?
You are selling those payments in exchange for an upfront payment today.
Council President Sharon Nadrowski added that if the deal goes through as planned, additional revenues will be stored in the city's budget surplus account. She later added that this deal was made in the best long-term interest of the taxpayer, which is why the 17 years of assets were not sold off, only years 9 through 17.
We could sell all the remaining 17 years, and we chose not to. We're only selling what we need. We didn't want to sell exactly what we need just to plug this year's and then have to do this again next year, or have to rush and make bad decisions on the property that's left on the base. We give ourselves a little cushion, so we'll have something in surplus, so we don't have this issue over the next 2 years. But in the meantime, we are not selling it off because we'll still have future funds coming in, or we'll still have 9 years of payments that will be coming in.
The Council unanimously approved the agenda's only item to draw up a letter of intent outlining the terms of the offer being made to William Blair & Company. I'm John Heides with the Hudson County View, the eye of the community.